second quarter when Notre Dame scored 9 times on 11 shots on goal on 13 possessions. What were the roots of that offensive burst, and what did you maybe try to do defensively as they went on that run to kind of stop it?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think we kind of fooled ourselves a little bit having the early lead and started to relax. And obviously, there with their faceoffs having all those possessions, I think there were 42 possessions to 24 today, is what one of the assistant coaches counted. And I just thought we kind of came apart a little bit defensively. We didn't seem like we were communicating. We weren't sliding at times, and the other times we slid, we didn't cover up the backside, and it just the wheels came off in the second quarter. That's for sure.
Arrow and then Tyler.
Hey, Coach. Losing the ground ball battle, I think it was 45-20 today. It was kind of a similar stat line against Duke last week. Obviously, part of that is face-offs, but what kind of needs to change overall to kind of try and fix those numbers?
Well, yeah, I mean, you're talking a difference of we were 9 for 32 on the face-offs. That's an awful lot of possessions, and their face-off guy was terrific. Not only was he good at getting the face-off, but he was good at picking it up. And a couple times where we got to the ball first, he had some nice counter moves. So he really impressed me today. And it's one of those things. If you don't have the ball, you're not going to score. And we just gave them too many opportunities, and they really came alive in the second quarter.
Tyler.
Hi, Coach. Pat Cavanaugh, 9 points today, 4 goals, 5 assists. What does he do on the field that was really just stumping your defense?
That's as good as I've seen him play. He was dodging. He beat us a few times off of dodges. Obviously finds the open man. He's been their quarterback all year. No secret coming in. For him to have that kind of production, it's with all those possessions, it would be hard for us to beat him today.
Lindsay, then Roshan.
Hey, Coach. I was just curious. You went to Savage a little bit there on the face-offs. Take us through again what you saw kind of being the determining factor as you assess the face-off matchups today.
Well, we obviously have him all week in practice, and we talked about possibly redshirting him early in the year. And when you're going against somebody that has this kind of quickness that the Notre Dame guy had today, we thought we'd just run a counter with him. He's been pretty quick. He's got a little different move as far as getting the ball out. And, we felt if we're going to get into some games like this, we're going to have to use him. So the red shirt came off, and you'll see him more as the year goes on.
Roshan.
Coach, you had Mitch Wyckoff on Pat Cavanaugh early, and then made some kind of defensive adjustments. I'm curious what kind of preparation you guys did ahead of knowing that you're playing, the nation's top assist leader.
We were hoping we'd get a matchup where we could cover them one-on-one, and then now we could focus our other players off the ball covering their men, knowing that he could do that. But when he started to dodge us for goals, that made it a lot more difficult for us to play that way. Now we have to help out, and now he's good at finding the open man. So, again, I thought he was terrific today.
Andrew?
Tucker Dordovic and Jamie Trimboli, the two players that Notre Dame put a shorty on, combined for just 2 points. Were those two matchups that you were trying to attack early once Notre Dame put the shorty on them? And how do you think Jamie and Tucker did in those matchups?
Well, we were using them to create. I think they could have shot a little better today, but Notre Dame was sliding to them, and that's why some of the guys got open on the backside. They were, obviously, if we could dodge to score, then they were supposed to do that. But if Notre Dame was going to help out, we had a plan offensively to get the ball to other players who might be open.
I see one more hand raised, so we got time for 2 more. I'll take Tyler first, and then 1 more if anybody's got it.
Coach, assists today, only 3 on the 11 goals. What was going on there in terms of ball movement? Because that's been something that's been really strong so far this season for the team.
I'm surprised to see that statistic. because of how they were playing us and how we had to move the ball. But I think sometimes when we make a good play, we move the ball, a player, instead of getting the shot off, had to dodge the defender, and you don't get an assist when you have to do that. So I think that's probably what you saw. I mean, we had 24 possessions on offense, and it's not a lot. We scored 11 goals out of the 24 possessions, so it's as crazy as it sounds. I mean, we probably didn't play that bad offensively for the amount of time we had the ball, but that being said, every possession counts, and you have to clear the ball at a high level. You've got to pick up ground balls when the opportunity presents itself, and you got to be really efficient offensively. So just not enough today.
And then last question for Roshan.
Coach, I think you guys had, it was 5 or 6 penalties, especially like down the stretch late in the third quarter, early in the fourth quarter. There were a couple of man-up plays, which Notre Dame capitalized on. What did you see in terms of your penalties and your defense?
I thought that we were, I thought we were being aggressive. I don't think there was, maybe a little bit of frustration at the end, but I think we try to be physical with the other team, and today I think that some of our checks got up a little high, and frankly, with the score the way it was, I was surprised to see some of those calls made, but it is what it is.